Widgets are another type of software that can generate traffic to a website, and they're getting very, very popular. Now, I have to make a correction. Before, I pretty much said that widgets are these little software programs or applications that run on a web page where they're being actually powered by some other site that's not the site that's actually showing the widget. And that's somewhat true. But widgets are also little kind of mini apps like that that can actually run on a computer itself. So it's kind of not a full-blown application that you'd run like Photoshop or something else on your computer, but it's kind of like a miniature application that's kind of, in many cases or most cases, it's kind of always running like on your desktop, like it's always just showing you the live weather or the latest stock quotes, so on and so forth. So just to correct what I said earlier, it's not only web-based stuff, but how most people think of widgets and using widgets for the internet, it is web-based, where it's pulling data from somewhere on the internet and then publishing that data to a little frame or a little box or a little area on web pages all over the internet. One of the great places to come to get ideas for widgets, to see what's already out there and just kind of see what's popular and to see what's being made and what people are using, is Yahoo Widgets. It's at widgets.yahoo.com. It's essentially a large directory of widgets. Now, most of these widgets are software widgets to be installed on a computer. But you can come in here and you can see the top rated widgets by downloads and by ratings and votes. And you can get all kinds of ideas for your own widgets. So you can click on any one of the icons next to the name, like this one, Day Planner, and it gives you a little screenshot of what the widget will look like. So what it looks like on your computer. So it's like some little built-in mini calendar planning tool that someone created, is this one. And so pretty much all these are free, or most of them are. Some of them have a fee, but a lot of these are free, just free widgets people are making and giving away. But there's some pretty creative things that people have created when it comes to widgets and these little mini programs. You know, all kinds of stuff. Like here's this countdown timer. Just exactly what it is, a countdown timer. So you can set it to any time you want, and then it will ring an alarm when it hits 0. So all kinds of little utilities and funky little programs. And then you'll find that there's a lot of stuff related to content as well, like managing RSS feeds. Like when someone posts a new blog post where you're subscribed to the RSS feed, it'll pop up an alert on your desktop or with your web browser telling you, hey, there's a new post that was just made to this feed that you're subscribed to. You see a lot of games, all kinds of communications tools, like little chat tools and all kinds of stuff. But like utilities you can find for monitoring all kinds of things on your computer. So you can just come in here on your own and look around and find all kinds of things. Some of them are for web-based applications. A lot of them are for the computer. But you can at least get some good ideas and figure out how to adapt some of those ideas maybe to your own market and to your own business and your own industry, and then come up with your own. And then hopefully people can use it in some way. It can drive traffic either to your site, or it could be some kind of syndication tool where when you publish content, it can get delivered through this tool, through this widget, and directly to your users, like to their computer desktops or to their web pages where they're hosting and serving, I guess not hosting, but serving your little widget on their pages so other people will be exposed to the content that you publish that gets syndicated like inside the little frame of the widget itself. But if you come to Yahoo Widgets, you can poke around. You can go to this section called Create Widgets under this Tools and Reference area. It'll tell you everything you want to know about widget developing and how they're made, or how most of them are made anyways, and just give you a basic idea about the world of widgets. There's community forums for developers, and even if you have some programming experience or have an interest maybe in wanting to learn how to program so you can actually kind of make your own widget, because they have a lot of how-tos and a lot of tutorials in here where you can actually learn exactly how to make your own widget. I don't recommend it. I think if you want to generate more traffic to your business and make more money, make more sales, sell to more customers, which is probably why you invested in this course, your time is better off spent marketing and managing strategy within your business than it is doing programming and HTML, a lot of the technical stuff that you can just pay someone pretty reasonable a rate of pay to just handle it for you so you don't have to do it. So sure, you could come in here and read all the tutorials and learn actually how to become some kind of ninja widget maker. But again, I don't recommend it. If you're just totally sold on doing it and it's something you think would be a lot of fun and you just want to do it, well then go ahead and do it. But when it comes to business decisions, just to use on any web page on the internet, if you saw some of their apps, you'd recognize them. One of their most popular ones is a slideshow application where you can put it on any web page. Like you see it pretty much on MySpace pages mostly, and it's where photos are kind of slowly scrolling to one side, and you see a bunch of photos, and then you can click on a photo and you can actually see a bigger version of just that photo. Most of what you see when you see that kind of little a thing that looks like that little slideshow is from this company. They made it popular, and they're reaching something like 120 million people a month or something with their little widgets all over the internet. So this company is just solely focused on widgets and building little apps that run on other web pages. So they're not creating web services. They're not creating any specific service that people are logging in and using like Facebook. They're creating little mini services or widgets that run on top of other services. So you can come to Slide, get a few ideas of what they're doing. They're doing a lot of just general consumer things, scripts and widgets that anyone can use. Again, a lot of it's related to photos and image hosting, which we've kind of briefly talked about already. But you may find some ideas that you could adapt to your market. I already mentioned it before. Image hosting or video hosting is something you may want to consider. Just like I talked about the example of if you had a gardening site like the example we've been using and you wanted to create free photo albums where people could post pictures of their garden as well as little how-to photos for some kind of process to where they did something in their garden, then you may get some ideas for how to make it look and what people like based on what this company is doing, because they're very popular and you should just definitely check them out. I've been keeping up with this company. It's very neat what they're doing. The founder of this company was one of the founders of PayPal, so they obviously know a thing or two about building successful internet companies. So they're kind of leading the way with widgets. So you want to check them out too, just to kind of see what they're up to. But that's basically the widget world in a nutshell. It's not real complicated. It's just these little mini software apps that either run on a web page or they run like on the desktop. And there's a number of ways that you can create widgets that your customer base can use that can let them stay in touch with you or let them keep up with content that you're publishing, or any number of things that can drive them back to your site as well as strengthen your brand through the software tool, and just a number of other uses that can be done with these widgets. So look into it. Start thinking about what you can do maybe with widgets, get some ideas from what other people are doing successfully, and then try some stuff out. You may just find that a little widget you create may end up bringing you thousands upon thousands of free visitors, and they could be great cash-paying customers for the next 10, 20 years and beyond, and could turn out to be the most profitable thing you ever did. More profitable than buying AdWords clicks or buying banner ads or buying radio commercials or anything else. So you just never know until you try. That's why you want to try a little bit of everything and then use that 80-20 rule. When you find things that are working more than others, you push harder on those, you put more resources into those, and then you just kind of squeeze it for all it's worth. So that's the world of widgets.